everybody. Welcome to the Simple Life blog. This is Ms. Coco Bowden, and y'all, I am telling you, ain't it something? All this stuff that's going on in the world. So I'm gonna give my quick view on the Orlando shooting. Those of you who know about this shooting, it happened over the weekend, and 50 people were killed. 50 people were killed in a gay nightclub. Yes, I did say a gay nightclub. And I just really my heart and my thoughts and prayers go out to those families. But the part that is really on my nerve is seeing the Christian community, seeing pastors speaking up. I pause there because I'm seeing a lot of the Christians speaking up and really some of them not even wanting to pray for these families that are involved or even pray for the ones that are still in the hospital. And I can't imagine how you can call yourself a Christian. So I better change that. Some of you so-called Christians, you ain't even a church folk. Even church folk know better than that. I can't imagine how some of you so-called Christians can call yourself walking in love, but yet because a man or a woman is gay or lesbian or bisexual, you want to knock them down even further. And the reason I'm talking about this is because I do get a chance to work with some people that are gay. I do get a chance to speak with some lesbians. And I don't operate out of flesh. I don't operate off of my emotions and stuff like that. Because when God puts a calling on your life, you no longer belong to yourself. You are His. You are His. You are supposed to speak as He tells you to speak. You're supposed to do as He commands us to do. You're supposed to love one another. What happened to the love part? What happened to the love part? No, we don't have to condone or even agree with what they're doing, but there ain't nothing wrong with us praying for God to change them, change their hearts and minds. That's what it takes, folks. It takes prayer. It takes getting out there being a light. And I just, it's no surprise, and it shouldn't be no surprise to the Christian community that all these deaths are happening all over the world. Because the Bible speaks about it. But what's shocking is whenever it does happen, and it happens in masses like that, it kind of does shock us because we are human. We are human. It does shock us sometimes, but our response should not be as hateful as some of the stuff that I have seen on Facebook. I'm telling you, social media can either break you or break you, for real. Some of that stuff is ridiculous. These are families. These are men and women with families, men and women with children, men and women with sisters and brothers and mothers and fathers that are left behind. And the most we can say is, well, it happened over here the other day and didn't nobody say nothing about that. That is selfish thinking. That is selfish thinking. Because the media is going to blow up what they want to blow up. First of all, I'm media, so I know. They're going to put whatever brings them ratings. But just because they're operating in the natural doesn't mean that we have to operate in the natural right along with them. Does not mean that we have to conform to their worldly ways during tragedy. Tragedy is constant. It's happening everywhere, every day. And it's true. We don't hear about everybody. And everybody ain't blew up. Every black guy ain't innocent. Every white guy ain't innocent. Every Hispanic or Oriental guys aren't innocent. It is what it is here in this world. But what we need to do is have enough trust and faith in the Lord that we trust Him to deliver people. We have to learn how to trust God for real, in real time, in a time like this. We need to trust God like never before. Nothing is different from what it was back in the day. It's just different people. We've always had lesbians and gay people. We've always had that. It's in every family. You can't name not one family that does not have somebody who is gay or a lesbian. And it's sad to see that people had kicked them out of their families because of their lifestyle. No, we don't need to worry about their lifestyle. What we need to worry about is we doing what's right? Are we being a light to them? Are we living the best life we can in front of them and showing them the way and praying for them? Helping them along the way to come to terms with who they are and accept who they are, who God had made them to be. I hear people say all the time, nobody is born gay. Maybe not, but guess what? The moment that we are born, we become targets. We are targets for the devil. The moment we let out our first cry, the moment that first life hits, we become a target to the devil. And what do? Those of us that know better, instead of trying to make the world a better place, we start criticizing and we start laying the blame game. We got to stop blaming people and just step up. We just got to step up and be who God has called us to be. And the problem is why people can't step up is because they don't even know who they are. And another thing that gets to me is that, and I'm seeing this year here alone, you wouldn't believe the threesomes that are going on behind closed doors in the church. But no, nobody's talking about that, are they? But it takes somebody like me that God would send through an experience. I haven't experienced the threesomes, but I've been asked from church folk. I have been asked lately by people. And a lot of times by guys who want to do threesomes with guys. So what does that tell you? This thing it's just corrupted to the point where if we don't look in the mirror, I'm looking in the mirror. I got a mirror right here in front of me. If we don't look in the mirror and get the own specks out of our own eyes, this will continue to happen. We have to realize that hurt people do what? They hurt other people. Emotionally abused people, what do? They emotionally abuse other people. My God. People who have been raised up in domestic violence situations, what do? They grow up to be the abuser. It's so much going on that we cannot allow the devil to distract us with everything that the media puts out there. All media ain't good. And you know what? Yes, we need to know what's going on. We need to know so we know exactly what to pray about. So we know the areas that we need to target. We need to start having target practice. Glory to God. We need to start having target practice the same way the devil does. You see, the devil, he got his people lined up. They ain't going against one another for nobody. But when we look at the Christian community, we find ourselves going against each other. We can't even walk in the door without rolling eyes at each other in the church. Glory to God. And here we is want to lay the blame game. We got to go back and examine ourselves and make sure that we are who we are supposed to be in Christ. The Orlando shooting, this black on black crime, white on white crime, cop killing, all that is strategic planning from the devil. Planned by the devil. His motive is to kill, steal, and destroy, seek, and devour all that bad stuff. His motive is to have you plant bad seeds so that as you grow, that those seeds will grow too, so that they will corrupt your family, corrupt your friends, corrupt your business. We need to pay attention. Wake up, America. Wake up, church. Wake up, church. This is nothing new. It's just that you got caught sleeping on the wall. You got caught sleeping And now you want to talk big words. Get these people and love them back to where they need to be. Love on them. Love will conquer hate. I've seen it done. I've seen it done. Look, we give out care packages. My organization gives out care packages. And we gave out Dallas care packages one year. And it was a white man. He was prejudiced. He was a racist. And he was a rich man. He was a rich man, but had no idea the women who were blessing him were black. And we didn't make no big issue about it. Never even brought it up. Until now. Now's the first time I thought about it. But only because I know it can help somebody. But because we showed that man love and kindness, he broke down. He broke down. He had to come back to a place where he hadn't been before. See, some people ain't never been loved before. They ain't never been loved before. They don't know what love feels like. They don't know what it feels like to be welcomed. They don't know. And so they go to the streets to find love. What do you find in the streets? You find imagination. Glory to God. Don't nobody know nothing about that. You find imagination. You find fantasy life. You find things that you should not grab hold of. The Bible says, cast down imaginations and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of God, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ. 2 Corinthians 10 and 5. It tells us that we have to cast down these imaginations. Some of us are imagining things that are just like that. We are imagining being loved from other people. Don't know how to receive love, first of all, because we never had love before. And what do church folk do? What do people do with good hearts, with supposedly good hearts? Instead, they come out bashing them. Bashing them as if they're nobody. As if they're nobody. That's somebody's child. That's still a child of God. There's still a chance that person can turn it all around, that God can take that situation and turn it all around 24/7. It could be in the midnight hour that he could turn it around for them. And what do? Sit back and criticize. Talk our big talk just so we can fit in. I said earlier today that I believe those that are chosen are still standing on the wall and still trusting and leaning and believing that God is going to do a miraculous thing in America. All over the United Nations, everywhere. I still believe that those chosen people are out there on the wall, and they are on the front wall for Christ. They may not be in the media, but they're out there warring in the spirit. They're praying daily without ceasing just for people like you and me, and we don't even have an idea or clue who they are. We have some people on our side that we don't even know. Glory to God. Not only that, I believe that there are many called. Many are called. And I know for a fact that many have abandoned